And we're back with another episode of the Abnormally Average podcast, where we try to give you a break from hardcore sports analysts fighting to prove they're the smartest in the room. No, instead, we aim to hopefully entertain you with the kind of sports coverage you would get from the overly talkative guy at the sports bar. And we can't thank you enough for letting us waste an hour of your day. And I definitely wrote all of this down and still screwed it up.
But like, did you write that? Did you get ChatGPT to write that?
No, I wrote it. I still forgot it though.
You should maybe stick to ChatGPT on that.
Yeah, it's a little bit harder to memorize those.
Write a funny intro to a shitty podcast.
Well, I should probably also prepare for this more than just like 2 hours before.
Well, it wouldn't be the show we love and know. That is Abnormally Average without zero preparation.
There you go. That's a good way of looking at it.
We prepare.
Yeah.
Just not intentionally.
I made a script.
We watch sports.
Yeah, I made a script.
Isn't that just the... Oh, yeah, the script. You didn't tell me about that before.
Oh, I made a script.
I saw you reading over there.
Yeah.
I was like, you're getting serious this week.
That's how bad of a reader I am. My whole face follows the words.
What do I do with my hands?
Yeah. But aside from all that, the biggest thank you has to go out to Jamie Frazier and the Clifford Street Studios for letting us record
Studios.
Here. Clifford Studios.
I was wrong about that.
Okay, the Clifford Studios.
Got that nailed down, though.
Yes, the Clifford Studios for a third time. I see it. I see it now.
It's on the wall, yeah.
Okay.
I don't understand. We're not a cattle ranch,
but we are. Yeah, well, I mean, does Clifford mean cattle in a different language?
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with no on that.
All right, so we'll ask Jamie about the cattle picture underneath Clifford Studio, but we don't deserve this studio.
Yes, we got new microphones.
Right? Hey, we better be careful. We're gonna start looking like professionals in here.
These are some. He went all out on these bad boys. Even Dave at work said these are the.
Ooh, we got the
top of the line. Yeah,
okay.
you don't usually if you know Dave. That's hard to get.
That is very tough to get. I do like the microphones. I'm a fan. I can hear the difference already in our headphones, and plus I like the aesthetic of it. I like the look of these microphones.
You like the big long arm in your face?
Oh, yeah. All the way in my face. Yeah.
That kind of reminds me of LeBron, but we'll get to that later.
Yeah, we will definitely get into that. We're going to talk some NBA playoffs, a couple NFL headlines that we're honestly kind of scratching to dig up stories to talk about right now. It's kind of a slow point. A little bit of an MLB update. And
I'll have a little NHL for you.
Oh,
have you been keeping up at all? Have I convinced you that hockey is fun to watch?
You have not. But if you were to convince me to wager a little money on it, I think I might be more interested.
That's usually, like I've said that about NASCAR, that if you put a little bit of money on it, makes it fun to watch.
Oh, dude, I'm like that.
Horse racing is the same. Any kind of racing, but
yeah,
hockey, you don't. You have a team that you can like, the Dallas Stars.
Hey.
They're in the Western Conference Finals right now.
Oh, they're still playing.
Yeah, they won Game 7. This is talking hockey about a minute right here. The Stars beat the Kraken in Game 7. The Seattle Kraken are expansion team. This is only their second year.
Okay.
And then the Golden Knights beat Edmonton, a Canadian team. In 6 games. So we're playing Vegas, the Golden Knights, who are also an expansion team from within the last 6 years.
Okay.
And then on the East, you have Florida, the Florida Panthers, who were the lowest seed in the East, knocked off Boston, who had the greatest regular season of all time.
Since 05, I think I saw. Greatest number of wins since 05.
For their okay, see, there you go, but I think it was definitely the best for Boston.
And I think the shift was whenever they went to shootouts is where they were drawing the line.
The schedules look a little bit, or the records look different than they did when we were younger, even since we've been alive. But so you got Florida and Carolina playing in the East, and that's talking hockey. Go Stars!
There we go. Well, with that being said,
that was unplanned.
The man on the other side of the table, he is the legendary producer for Bucky and Aaron in the Morning, Monday through Friday on the Horn here in Austin. He is the founder and co-host of the Lone Star Lowdown podcast. He's also the producer for Jamie Frazier's new podcast, Morty Unleashed. And he's my co-host here on the Abnormally Average podcast, Ty Henderson.
What's up?
How's it going, man?
Good. Do I need to write an intro for you, don't I?
No, I don't need one. No, believe me. You bring the smallest amount of credibility that this show can have. It's all brought by you. So
thanks.
I need no intro. I'm just the man.
Jacob
with the camera.
Standard of Taylor, Texas.
I know, but yeah,
close enough.
It's pretty much the same thing.
I swear you say Taylor in that little short clip we put out.
No, I said Hutto. It's in between Round Rock and Taylor.
Hey, I tell you what, the Taylor Ducks got a hell of a Pop Warner program out there.
I know. We used to scrimmage them every year. That's how much respect we gave them.
Well, yeah, Jacob Sandard, thank you for the intro.
Yes.
I appreciate it.
You deserve it, my friend.
What do we got on tap today?
So, like we were talking about earlier, we're going to go through NBA playoffs, some NFL headlines that we're kind of struggling to find. Ty already gave us an NHL update, and then we'll talk some MLB and some 40 acres.
You're welcome for that NHL update.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm sure everybody learned a lot.
I did. I definitely learned a lot.
You taught me something during it. You called me out instantly for a stat that was egregiously incorrect.
When's the next Dallas Stars game? I'll watch it.
It's tomorrow.
You. It's tomorrow?
There's game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals is tonight, though.
Okay. I'll keep an eye on the Dallas Stars
tonight, as in it's Thursday night right now when we're recording this.
That's right.
Let people know.
That's right, yes. It'll come out Friday morning, but... Yeah, I'll put the date in the corner. They won't get confused. But let's go ahead and start same way we did last week with what was trending on Twitter throughout the week. First one is the NBA draft lottery. The Spurs got the number 1 overall pick. How do you feel as a Mavs fan?
First of all, did you watch?
I did not.
It was. I like the way they did it. It was
okay.
A little bit quicker. A little bit. Some analysts beforehand talking. You know, which you wanted to know. I mean, everybody knows who's going 1, but they were, talking about some of the prospects, some of the guys I didn't know about, which I thought was cool. And then the actual, lottery was only, 10, 15 minutes.
Really?
So it was you got it over with pretty quick. And I was sweating for a little bit there with the Mavs, because if they got anything below 10, they had to give it up to the Knicks.
What'd they end up with?
10. Everything was pretty much... Okay. Everything was the way it was supposed to go, percentage-wise, till you got to 5, where Detroit was the 5th pick, and they had the same odds as the Rockets and the Spurs as getting the number 1 pick. So the Rockets and the Pistons really got screwed because Rockets number 4, Pistons number 5, like I said. So I'm happy that Wemby's going to San Antonio, though. If it was to be rigged, it would be rigged for San Antonio because of the.
But if there was ever a place for a rookie of his potential, right? Supposed potential.
Detroit, Michigan.
That's the landing spot right there. We're gonna go ruin this kid's career.
The land of prosperity that is Detroit, Michigan.
No, but seriously, get in the building with Popovich. I mean, that's.
Oh, so you agree with me?
I think it's a good spot for him. Yeah.
Did you see the picture of him in a Tony Parker jersey when he's 12?
I did. Yeah.
Cool. That's what I'm saying. So people are like, "Oh, it wasn't rigged. The Spurs got the pick." It's no, that's the best story. That's the best story.
Is definitely.
Because we can all agree that I want to see that shit live.
What?
Supposedly it used to be live, the lottery, but they had the guy that this is the guy from J&J firm, and he's the only one that knows the order, and he hands him to the.
Oh, was it not live?
No, they don't do. I want to see some ping pong balls. I want to see one float up
some
the
frozen
lottery.
Envelopes. Yeah.
No, not the envelope thing is what I'm this is rigged.
Oh, okay.
The fact fact that we're not doing this with the actual put the percentage of lottery balls in there. Let's roll this thing.
Why don't we make the team representatives play horse for the number 1 pick?
Something like that. Which I don't know. I could be completely wrong about the lottery ball thing because Aaron this morning swore that they're that's what they do. I'm why don't they do it live then?
Yeah.
And why can only one person watch it?
Wait, I didn't realize that's how this was happening.
Yeah. Yes. They announced it when the guy came out with the envelopes. It was like I said, it was this is blah, blah, blah from a third party, blah, blah firm.
So the envelopes are just for show.
That's a mediator. No, that's the order, but they're this is the only guy that knows the order.
Oh.
And he hands the envelopes to the deputy commissioner, and then he reads them.
That's sketchy.
I know, right?
That's sketchy.
I want to see that. Okay. I want to see the balls pop up.
Yeah.
Okay, they got that.
That's a little weird.
Yeah.
But, I'm happy for the guy. Like I said, if there's anywhere for a rookie to get in, especially with someone with his supposed potential, I think it could be cultivated best in that Spurs organization.
I saw a good Twitter, since we're on a Twitter segment, last night I was scrolling, and I saw I'll just rephrase it for you. If this was the NFL, what team in person would this be? I said, this is, because I just wanted to piss people off. I don't actually believe this, but thought it was funny. It could be true. Jamarcus Russell to the New England Patriots.
Okay.
Because Spurs are like the Patriots, franchise-wise, stability-wise.
Yeah.
Not in a huge market.
Right. So
and then Jamarcus Russell, when the hype for him coming out of LSU was like, oh my God.
Yeah, no doubt.
This guy is ridiculous.
No doubt. I'm going to go with another LSU kid, and Joe Burrow's hype when he was coming out. Now, you can't compare the coaching situation because it's not exactly apples to apples, Popovich to Zach Taylor.
Oh, so you're taking Joe Burrow
to
the Bengals.
To the Bengals.
Because you can okay.
Yeah, that's the only
so
comparative.
a real life. This was just like I have it because I had Jamarcus Russell to the Patriots.
Oh, okay.
You type of player.
Okay, so they don't have to go where they were drafted.
And type of franchise that's like the Spurs. And I thought NFL, who's Patriots.
Oh, it's definitely the Patriots. Yeah.
Pop and Bill.
Yeah.
All
counting
the
up their rings.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, how many you got?
Oh yeah. So I thought that was an interesting, little. That's what Twitter's for.
That is what Twitter's for.
Argue about things that are just completely make believe.
Yep, I saw one clip of the draft lottery, and the other representatives that didn't get the number 1 pick were visibly pissed off.
I was interested in the choice of like some teams sent like the Hornets sent Mark Williams, who they drafted last year. They're like, and representing the Hornets, Mark Williams, the 23rd pick in last year's draft. And
is that just like a short stick situation?
I don't. Because some teams sent like the Spurs sent their managing partner. The owner of the Spurs' son. Detroit sent Ben Wallace, who's in the front office.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay. But yeah, there was like 3 or 4 teams where it was just like a random like the 10th dude on their bench.
Awesome. Yeah, way to show
and
you
care. And they were just like stoned up there, like just like shit.
How do those other teams that tanked explain this to their fan bases? Hey,
sucks to suck.
Guys, you got to just trust the process. We're just going to keep tanking until the next prospect comes along. There will be another Wemby. There will.
Yeah. I mean, it's just disappointing, especially if you're the Pistons. I mean, the Pistons got Cade Cunningham, who's and he was hurt a lot of last year, but it sucks. I mean, most of those teams are going to be terrible again next year.
Yeah, they're going to be in the same boat.
And that's why I want to see that shit live.
Yeah.
Because maybe some of these teams would start trying if they had the best odds at the first pick, but they got the 13th.
Yeah.
And I feel like that'd be happening more if
maybe
you're giving me some lottery balls.
Maybe. Okay, you might be onto something. So something else I saw on Twitter this week was Draymond on the Stephen A. cast of the Lakers Game 1 in the Western Conference Finals. Did you see this?
You were watching the Stephen A. cast?
No, I saw a clip.
No, I did not see any of that.
Draymond was one of the guests on Stephen A.'s cast of the game. Mm-hmm. And he spent his entire time explaining to Stephen A. how the Warriors could still be playing right now if he didn't punch Jordan Poole in the face before the season.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, I mean, it couldn't have helped, but I don't know if I'm buying that.
But he was like, was he apologizing? Or
no.
was he just like, this could have happened?
No, he was saying this could have happened.
But he a bitch.
Yeah,
kind of deal.
Exactly. But he was saying because of that, he had to take a less vocal role on the team for a couple months.
But in the playoffs, everyone saw, I mean, who was more liked and respected in the locker room.
Yeah.
The whole team was like, fuck you, Jordan.
Yeah.
Averaging 3 points a game.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
He's doing a little bit of damage control, I think.
Do you think one of them's got to go? Who do you think it is?
It's going to be Jordan.
Yeah, but can you trade that contract? Does someone will bite on that? I'd like to see him go to the Spurs.
Of course you would. Are you a Spurs fan now?
No.
Oh, okay.
I just, like, from a completely unbiased view, he could go there, jack up 20 shots a game minimum.
Not in Pop's offense.
Have some good. Actually, yeah, Pop would never want him.
No
he
way.
Doesn't play any defense. Yeah. Scrap that.
Yeah. He would take Draymond.
Hell yeah.
He would take Draymond in a heartbeat.
I'd take Draymond on the Mavs.
Oh, yeah. I think Draymond's good for your team. I think he sucks playing against him.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
But he has no offensive game.
No, he does not. But he's the true definition of that irritant kind of role.
Yeah. I mean, if Draymond's the guy that goes, I'd like him to go to the Mavericks. I would trade 2 first-round picks for Draymond right now.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, fuck the picks in the NBA.
How many more years do you think Draymond's knees have?
I think he has 2 to 3 more solid years where he's a top-flight defender.
And you'd give up 2 first-rounders for that?
Yeah.
Okay.
You got to think, like, for a first-rounder to have any value, you got to suck.
And I also relate everything back to the NFL in terms of, like, draft pick value and all that. And
it's way different.
Yeah, it's completely different.
Way different.
Well, The other thing I saw was the PGA Championship is underway today, and the F-bombs were flying early and often on ESPN Plus. Did you watch
today?
Yeah, did you watch any tournament coverage?
No, but you texted me the other day about F-bombs on ESPN.
That was on SportsCenter. Yeah, they're apparently letting them slip through accidentally
how
a
did
little
that
bit
happen?
more.
I never heard that story about the sports. What were they talking about?
SportsCenter, it was midday shift. I don't remember who the anchor was, but they were talking to a Red Sox outfielder.
The outfielder dropped him?
Yeah, but she prodded him into it. She was like, hey, what did he say to you right here? And she knows what the answer is, what the teammate said to him.
Mm-hmm.
And when he gave his answer, he goes, yeah, I cleaned it up a little bit. And she goes, you can let him fly. Well, man, he loaded up and let 2 of them fly back to back. He said, he told me to get my fucking hands up and hit the fucking ball.
That just played on ESPN.
Just clear as day on SportsCenter. But then today, almost every other tee shot that was happening, when dudes are snap hooking balls into the woods, all you hear is sit the fuck down. And, oh, fucking ball.
Imagine if Tiger was out there. He'd be like, come on, Tiger. Come on, Tiger. Fuck.
I've
heard that many times in my life from Tiger.
Oh, man. Yeah, no, it was awesome. No apology was issued.
Come on, ball.
I fully expected one from the Disney-based ESPN platform to let the F-bombs fly through.
I mean, I thought they did not have a dump button guy.
I guess not.
Is he sleeping?
He must have been in the bathroom. Yeah.
Yeah, that would not fly in our profession. Even though I've done that too.
Yeah. Just missed a couple you should have done.
No, I go to the bathroom and Casey's telling a story about God knows what, and he's like, yeah, these motherfuckers were at, just starts letting them rip like that.
All right.
People, he's a very comfortable man on the microphone.
Casey is?
Yeah, it's like talking to his buddies.
Yeah.
He's just telling stories. If you were to give him a bottle of anything, which I'm pretty sure he's done to record a pod. He told me one time I think it was him and Lyle Seldline. That's how you say his last name, I think.
Hell, let's get him in here and tell some stories.
Oh, I know. If he's, if you can get him down and be like, Casey, we might have to go pick him up and drop him off and be like, here's some booze and some weed and we'll get through this.
Hey, man, will you do our
podcast?
I
think they drank like a whole handle of bourbon.
Who did?
Like him and whoever he's doing the podcast with in 2 hours. That'd be a good show. We should do that.
Those are some seasoned veterans right there.
They were NFL O-linemen. Of course they are.
Yeah, they are known for their drinking capabilities.
But yeah, back to the golf. Who do you think wins? You were telling me you had some bets.
Yeah, I sprinkled some money on Brooks, on Justin Thomas, and then Phil had insane odds, so I had to put $10 on him to win $16.90.
Sorry, I'm retrieving a cord. But so you said Phil.
Yeah, Phil wins $16.90 for 10. JT and Brooks both win $260 for 10.
10? Oh.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Any of those guys looking good right now?
Middle of the pack.
Friday night. We got DJ right now. I mean, this is a course where I think he could ball out because you got to be a long.
I don't know anything about the course.
You got to be. It's a long, very long course. So being big and able to hit the ball far is definitely an advantage. That's why I took Rahm. He's the one guy I took. I'm probably going to take a guy.
Back-to-back major winner? I don't know about that. That's tough.
I was listening to the Uncle Buck this morning.
Okay.
He was like, just trust me on this one.
Oh, did he?
He did one of those. But, hey, Phil's +1.
Yeah, that's not bad. So the leader's at 4 under right now as we're recording on Thursday afternoon.
I like to take a guy or two, live after each day.
After each day?
Or just save it up and take 4 on the final day.
Okay.
Take so 2 of the favorites and 2 underdogs that are 3 strokes down.
I could see that. I didn't
you can get good odds.
Yeah.
Pretty much any day. It's
Oh hell, I realized it was going on halfway through today and I took JT, Brooks, and Phil. I mean got pretty good odds.
Everybody's still in it right now.
Oh yeah, you can't
The fact that DeChambeau's up there though is surprising. He's been sucking and he's in Live.
He's been sucking on the Live tour?
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of which, your boy DJ that you were just talking about, he's coming off a win on the Live tour.
Really?
Yeah.
That's something we should probably start paying attention to in the majors because, he's, what was he, -1? Still 5 holes left.
He's 2 under, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
But Brooksy won the tournament before the Masters.
Before the Masters, that's right.
So maybe the hot guy in Live.
The problem is he also led the Masters for 3 days, which is the length of a Live event, and then collapsed on day 4.
Is that a trend we could see?
We'll see. I guess we'll have to follow DJ.
Are they what? How many holes of golf is that? 60.
3 rounds is 40. 64.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't think it is.
3 times 18.
18-36.
54, like I said. That's what I said the first time. 54.
Yeah, I was going to blurt out a number 2, and I was like, I'm not confident.
You didn't have near as much confidence in that as I did.
I'll give it to you. You're confident.
Hey, man, I can't even memorize a script. You want me to memorize math?
Sorry, my brain is just instantly, my vape died, and it was just like nicotine.
That's all you could think
nicotine.
of?
Now it's plugged in. I
gotta get
better.
back to it. There you go. Is that like your little emotional support tool there?
Yeah. I've got people calling me, but I'm here.
All right.
It's a good start to the show.
Since you're here, let's just get into it.
Yeah, we're done. No more Twitter stuff.
No.
You want to talk about the Eastern Conference first?
Yeah, we'll roll into the playoffs. First, I want to address where we were wrong last week. I doubt that we had more than 3 people watch that will actually retain that information if they watch again this week. But for those that did, Ty picked Philly in 6. I picked Philly in 7. Ty picked the Warriors, and I picked the Suns. So we were both 2 for 2 on the semifinals.
Yeah, the Warriors really let me down. I was standing on a hill for them.
I told you that was going to happen.
Yeah.
I told you what was waiting for you.
That's fair.
So now that we've addressed that,
we're even, though.
We are even, both of us. So we'll move into the Eastern Conference Finals.
We should just keep like a record of all of our picks, no matter what sport it is.
Okay.
Over the duration. And
just a running tally.
Yeah.
You want to head up that department?
Yeah, I can. If you send me those stats that you already got. Okay. That's tough. Because I was about to say, being on this show, being on the Lone Star Lowdown podcast, being on the radio during the week almost every day, I say a lot of shit.
You do.
And I forget about shit I say.
And which show it was on.
Yeah. No, like after the TCU-Texas game this year, Rod Babers came up to me. I think I was in the studio for Instant Serious or something. And he came out during a break and was like, "Damn, Ty, I got to give you props. You're the only one that said that was going to be a low-scoring, like 17-14 game."
Oh,
and I was like, "I said that."
It's like, yes, I did.
He was like, "Yeah, I heard you say it this morning or yesterday morning." I was like, "All right, cool."
All right, like, thank you, Mr. Babers.
And I started, but like that was just an example of like I got something completely right, nailed it. Right, I didn't even remember I said it. And I was like a day before.
No, because you remember the losses.
I'm pretty sure I took the over, like betting. Like that's.
Oh man.
But yeah, so cool. Yeah, I'll keep track. We'll go over this. Like, I mean, who do you like?
Let's just start here.
Who's your initial? What's your gut telling you in this series after one game?
Series prediction?
Yeah,
Miami in 7.
Miami in 7.
Yeah.
After Miami being up 1-0.
Yeah.
Who do you think wins game 2?
Boston. I think Boston. So Boston was actually up at halftime in game 1.
They're so helter-skelter.
That's why I say I think they take this one. Miami put up a 46-point third quarter, which is really what kind of propelled them to that lead and the eventual win.
Down like 10-11 at halftime?
9. Yeah.
Still, I mean,
I just don't expect another 46-point quarter. I think Boston does a better job of building that narrow lead before the half and then regrouping and kind of keeping Miami at bay for the second half.
Miami's so consistent on defense, though, with effort at least. There's never a moment in the game where you're
and that's fine.
There like, get back on defense, you motherfuckers. Like every other team does that,
right?
Especially with the Lakers. Like, we'll talk about it, but in game 1, there's multiple moments where I was like, they're loafing.
Yeah.
And but yeah, and you don't get that with Eric Spoelstra. And the Heat culture.
But where they can go cold is on the offensive side.
Definitely. I mean, they're relying a lot on Jimmy Butler to score, and he's not.
Butler.
He is him.
Dude, it is insane watching what he's doing right now. He's made me a believer.
He turns into Michael Jordan in the playoffs.
There's a little gnat in front of me. We need to talk to
the ghost of Clifford Studios.
We need to talk to the owner of Clifford Studios.
How did that clip look from last week?
Which one?
The one where Jamie,
where the lights went out.
So just to inform people, that was Jamie. If you watched the video last week when the lights went out in the middle of
and came back, yeah.
Yeah, no, he was.
Yeah, we're not behind on our bills. So, that was the owner
Sore
of the building.
subject. Come on.
Oh man! So what's your prediction for the series then?
I like the same thing. Miami in 7.
Okay,
I hate to pick the same thing as you. Kind of cancels out the record, but that'll be a long-standing.
I think it's fair. I think it's fair to have people pick the same thing, but
it'll go back and forth.
Game 2 then. Do you have
Boston?
You got Boston, yeah,
by a lot.
By a lot.
And then I probably have Boston in game 3 too in Miami, and then Miami, Boston.
Okay, I'm not going to give a game-by-game prediction. I'm not that bold. But
bet on that. Put $15 on that.
What was your order?
Boston, Miami, Boston.
Boston, Miami, Boston.
Miami and Boston 7. Basically,
but
Boston wins game 2. Boston wins game 3.
Okay.
2-1.
Yep.
Miami wins game 4. 2-2. Miami wins game 5. 3-2.
Okay.
Boston wins game 6. Boston wins game 7.
Okay.
Boston wins the series.
Oh, Boston wins the series in 7.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
we are different then.
I'm changing it. Yes.
Oh, okay.
I have to. I mean, the coaching advantage is so great for Miami, which is probably the biggest thing at this point.
I think it'll be the differentiator in this series.
But Jason Tatum is by far the best player.
Yeah.
In this series,
no doubt.
And
I'd say Jaylen Brown's the second best player in this series.
I'd still take Jimmy Butler over Jaylen Brown.
On his current streak, yeah, I'd take Jimmy Butler. Overall,
yeah, but that's him in the playoffs every year. He does this every year.
Yeah.
Or unless he's hurt.
Oh.
The second best player on the Heat, arguably, and Tyler Hero, has been out since like game 2 of the playoffs.
Yeah, I forgot he was on the team.
Think about that.
He was on the team.
He'll be available for the finals, though, if they make it.
Really?
So that's something to
good for
look
him.
at. But this is a coin flip to me. That's why I've switched in the last 10 seconds. But
and ultimately, I don't think it matters. I don't think the winner can take on the winner of the West.
Really? I mean, the thing the whole year was the East being so much better than the West. But you think, I mean, obviously you're picking the Lakers.
You think either of those teams could compete with the Lakers or the Nuggets?
Yeah.
What? Okay.
I think both of them are.
We'll get into that when the finals get here. But
I think all 4 of these teams are pretty equal for them. They're within, if we're basing this on like 2K ratings, they're all within 4 overall points of each other.
Okay, fair enough. So they'd all be on the same tier
They're all in the 87 to 91 overall range.
All right, I'm not upset with that. So then we get to the game that obviously I care a little bit more about.
Yeah.
Yeah, Denver and the Lakers in game 1.
I still don't understand why you're a Lakers fan. Being
from
Hutto.
Well,
big fan base out there.
Yeah, huge, dude. We got like 6 people in our Facebook group. Okay.
The Hutto Lakers.
Yeah, exactly. See, you get it. So you've heard of them. You've been to a meeting.
Yeah, I've seen y'all play.
No, I was born into a Dallas Cowboys and Houston Astros family where didn't have an option. Basketball, they didn't really watch basketball. I was kind of a free agent.
We don't watch basketball in this house.
Yeah,
Jacob.
exactly. Yeah, we live in Hutto. We do not watch basketball here. But yeah. So, and I was born in '96. By the time I got interested in basketball in 2010,
you decided to be a Kobe fanboy.
Yeah, 2010, something like that. Kobe was everywhere. So post number change. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. What's the joke? Number 8 was the bad guy. Number 24 just has an incredible work ethic and an unstoppable fade.
Black Mamba in both cases.
There you go. So so that's how I became a Lakers fan. And then when Kobe retired, I just kind of stuck with it because I didn't want to be a fair weather fan. Why does that drive you nuts?
I just hate the Lakers. I love that we ended Kobe's career in a sweep.
Who's we? The Mavericks?
Yeah.
Okay.
On the way to a championship, just said, hey Kobe. JJ Barea in the face, bitch. Broke the whole team up. Andrew Bynum was never the same.
No, he wasn't.
I think that was Paul Gasol's last year in LA. I think
and then he went to
played for a few different teams.
He went to the Spurs for a little bit, didn't he? And then Chicago?
I think the Spurs were one of his last stops. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, he definitely played for both those teams. Yeah. Kobe never made the playoffs after that.
Nobody ever heard Lamar Odom's name again.
I think they got Steve Nash the next year.
Jeez, what a wasted contract that was. Oh my, dude, we got like a quarter. Like a quarter of Steve Nash.
Like a quarter of a season.
Yeah,
like he retired after 30 games.
Took a 1-year deal and then retired.
Was it 1 year?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it was 2. It was 2. He was hurt the entire first year.
Yeah, because Kobe. God, there is a gnat in here. Because Kobe. Because Kobe fucking...
That's the clip.
Because Kobe made the Lakers pay him like $35 million a year.
Yeah, Kobe's final contract. Lot of money. Kobe's final contract was a respect deal, and cool, man. But like, do you have to?
He's no Dirk.
You have to gut the team on the way out.
Dirk won a championship because he was like, "Was hast du?" Like, "Was hast du, Mark Cuban?" Was hast du in deiner Freizeit?
What does that mean?
What do you do in your free time, Mark Cuban?
That's what he asked him?
And he said, I like to make money, Dirk. Do you like to make money? He said, yes, sehr gut. Sehr good, Mark. And he took a team-friendly deal, and that team won the goddamn championship.
Okay. What language was that? Was that German?
Yeah.
Okay.
Took a little German in my time.
Oh, I took 6 years of Spanish. I still don't know a single word.
I took 2 years Spanish, 2 years German. Oh. A few failed semesters of Spanish in college, too. And then I realized I didn't have to take a language credit.
Yeah.
And then I was like, all right.
That's why I took so much of it in middle school and high school. It was a lot easier to cheat in a 20-person classroom.
That's the thing. I figured out that my 2 years of middle school Spanish and 2 years of high school German equaled 3 years, like one college credit. So
there you go. That's all you need.
But I took Spanish like 3 times at ACC and failed it before I figured that out.
Nice.
Thank you. The advisors are great there.
Yeah, just
start here, get there.
Just building that grade point average. But so I'll put a little graphic up there that counts how long we were off topic, because we started this conversation, believe it or not, with the Denver and Lakers game 1 of the Western Conference Finals.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, that's where we started. We're gonna get back there eventually.
Okay. Well, we're there. Let's just do it.
Okay. Denver had 18-point lead at halftime. Lead was still 14 going into the fourth. Lakers able to bring it within 3 in the final possessions. Ended up losing by 6. Did you watch any of this game? It was on late.
Yeah. Fuck you, Jokic, for missing that free throw. Oh, camera just turned off. The camera's too hot. All right, we're back. Sorry, we had a little camera malfunction.
If somebody wants to send us a camera that won't overheat 30 minutes into a podcast, that'd be fantastic.
It could have had to do with that the whiskey and oak candle was directly under.
Yeah, having a direct flame underneath the camera was not the smartest move, but
yeah. But anyways,
we're getting through it.
Game 1, you were saying, 18-point lead at one point in the game.
Yeah, Lakers end up losing by 6. Really, it was 3 within the final 2 possessions. They couldn't hit a 3 to tie the game.
And who missed it?
Huh?
LeChoke?
LeChoke missed it. He did.
That was a terrible shot.
Well, I'm okay with it. In LeBron we trust because I have to.
Who wins tonight?
Who wins tonight? The Lakers.
5.5-point spread, favoring the Nuggets.
Yeah, I saw that. But the Lakers, after halftime, started throwing Rui Hachimura. I can never pronounce his name. Yeah, Rui. They started throwing him at Jokic and letting Anthony Davis protect the rim behind him.
If you think that's going to work tonight.
We're going to need somebody else to cycle in for Rui.
Who?
We
love Japanese people. We're not ready.
two straight white males. Yeah, that's not a good look.
Just making sumo sounds. Like an Asian man's name.
Rui Hachimura. So I think Tristan Thompson is somebody that you can throw in there, not to expect any offense from.
Tristan Thompson would get eaten alive by Jokic.
Dude, I just need him to go I just need him to put a big old body in front of Jokic. We'll have Anthony Davis backside. We can't occupy AD on defense with guarding Jokic face up, because he's going to just pass right behind him like he did all game.
Yeah, he's going to dominate again tonight.
We'll see.
Oh, yeah. I think this series is going to go 5. 4-1 Denver.
So disrespectful.
Yeah.
I've got the Lakers in 7.
7.
Yeah, I absolutely have to be. It's going to be a hard-fought 7 games. Jokic isn't going to go down easy, but
he's the best player in the world right now.
He definitely is. And we're going to have to figure out a way to slow him down. That is a problem. But
what about what did you see from the Lakers bench? They outscored Denver's bench in game 1. Yeah,
but both teams only played 3 bench players. I think it's going to be Austin Reeves is going to be the key to this, aside from finding that extra body to throw at Jokic, so it's not just Rui doing it all the time.
Right.
We're going to have to get some sort of blast of offense from somebody else. And Austin Reeves.
That's what brought y'all back in the game 1.
Yeah.
It's him hitting those threes back.
Exactly. So if we can get Austin Reeves to get to 30 in a game, I feel good about our chances with everything else working in the same concept.
I feel like if you're getting 30 from him, you're not getting as much from LeBron or AD.
LeBron didn't have a whole lot of points. What is
he hasn't
24?
This playoffs,
yeah,
really.
He doesn't. Yeah,
he's been facilitating well, obviously, and still playing hard defense.
Right.
When he's not laying on the ground bitching and grabbing his arm, and faking injuries and shit.
All righty. No,
he does
the
more
the faker
than
is
anyone.
Anthony.
He lays there and he's just like, and then his teammates for 10, 15 seconds, and then he's just like, okay, all right, I'm good. And just gets up. It's like, fuck you, bitch. That's not gamesmanship when you're you look like such a bitch. You think Michael Jordan ever laid on the ground? Like, oh my God, like
this is so rich.
I kind of got my arm touched on that play. Like I could be out for the, this, and then in the post game they'll be like, yeah, I pretty much broke my elbow in half, and then continued to play the game, and I'll play the rest of this series because I'm just a kid from Akron, and I'm just the best basketball player in the world, man.
That's rich coming from a Mavs fan.
Yeah, Luka bitches during the game standing up.
Standing up.
To the refs.
Dude, I've seen Luka laying on the floor after like a layup or whatever, and somebody accidentally hit the back of his shoulder.
LeBron is far LaFlop, sorry.
Yeah, I'm in a weird spot. Lakers fan, LeBron hater for life, and then he became a Laker.
Yeah.
And
I had some respect for a moment when he went back to Cleveland.
Really?
To win that championship.
So you don't respect the king
Well,
at all?
I hated the Golden State back then. I still don't like Golden State, but I like Golden State more than LeBron now.
Okay.
Now that he's a Laker.
Fair enough. All right, so I got Lakers in 7. You got Denver in 5.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Who wins the championship?
Who wins the championship?
I already told you.
Lakers over the Heat.
Or did I tell you? You like the Lakers over the Heat.
Yep.
Okay. I like Denver to appear and win their first championship over the Celtics.
Okay.
Old blood versus new blood.
Your team's eliminated, so you just have to be an
My
asshole about it. Oh, your team didn't even make it. That's right.
We got the 10th pick, boy. Grady Dick out of Kansas. That's who I want.
There you go.
All
Turn
right.
the franchise around.
You want to touch up on this NFL stuff?
Yeah, we'll hit it real quick right here. Did you see Devontae Adams' comments over the last couple days?
Yeah, they're just grasping.
They definitely are.
To talk about.
They definitely are. I just also
it's like Aaron Rodgers said we can't talk about his potential move anymore, and well, let's talk about Devontae Adams and Aaron Rodgers. It's like, fuck, dude. Like,
I guess I just don't understand it, though, because he said you can erase all the numbers and just put he didn't need Aaron. And I didn't realize that was a narrative he was fighting off in the first place.
I don't think it is. I have nothing to say about that.
Like, why was he prompted to go with that quote?
This is so stupid. Like, I don't know. Like we were saying, they just need shit to talk about.
I guess. As someone who said last week, though, that the Raiders are going to get an AFC wildcard spot, makes me feel pretty damn good.
Yeah, Jimmy G.
Makes me feel pretty damn good.
Yeah, okay. My friend Cody is a Raiders fan, and he is not a fan of Jimmy G. We'll have to get his, maybe have him on sometimes.
I think Jimmy G is more than serviceable.
I like Jimmy G sometimes, but he just gets hurt and does not misses wide open touchdowns in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that is a problem. Can't do that.
But this is some big news that I am a fan of.
Go ahead.
Or not a fan of. Pat McAfee moving to ESPN.
Yeah.
Mega deal was like 120-something million.
No, 120 is what he walked away from with FanDuel. So they signed a 4-year deal a year and a half ago, 120 million with FanDuel.
To go to ESPN for more money?
I don't know what the details are on the ESPN contract.
Better be more.
It better be, but I know
ESPN.
The idea behind it was Pat having his child and wanting to get some of the bitch work. He wants to hand off some of the bitch work, some of the like paperwork, legal filings, stuff like that.
It's not like he doesn't just show up and do the show. Come on.
I mean, I don't know why else he would join a network. Put it this way, I don't know why he would lie about that being the reason to join a network.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Because he's taking it on the shins. They're killing him.
Yeah, I know. He's kind of a bitch move. He said like that week before that he would never do it. He's like, I'll never sell out.
He said multiple. You think this is a sellout?
Yes.
You don't think they'll do the show the same way?
No, they can't. It's on cable.
I think they can. I don't see why he would do it. Put it this way, I'm rooting on it to work because I think this would open up a whole new avenue for dumb shows on the internet.
They already tried this with Pardon My Take, like years ago.
I know they kicked Pardon My Take to the curb.
They'll probably do that with fucking Pat too.
They'll get one episode in and be like,
more than that, but it's. I don't think it'll be a long-term thing.
I hope you're wrong, but I agree, and I'm gonna have to see it before I pass any judgment on it.
I see this guessing regular season records on here. Do you want to skip that? We can do that next week. Well, we're gonna need some NFL shit to talk about.
You want to just run through it really quick because it's a.
I don't want this to count towards.
No. We'll just.
Okay.
So
Cowboys.
Pro Football Focus put out a season simulator on beta where they simulate a team schedule and tell you who will win strictly based on numbers. This removes any human element from it. So obviously
this isn't a Madden simulator,
right? Right. Well, I guess you could look at it like a Madden simulator. But Cowboys, what's your guess? What the simulator came up with?
10-7.
11-6. 11-6. You curious who the losses were to?
No.
Okay, we'll move on. Eagles.
12-5.
6-11.
No way.
6-11.
Okay, I like that.
Okay.
I don't.
So you trust the simulator so
trust
far?
It, yes.
Okay.
Sure.
Well, here's where it's going to lose you. Chiefs.
3-13.
5-12.
Okay. You shouldn't have told me. It's.
So
I would have guessed.
This simulator now has no credibility for me.
Dolphins. What are they, like 16-1 or something?
12-5.
All right. What are the Bengals?
What's your guess?
10-7.
7-10.
49ers. Based off this trend, I'll say like 6-11.
8-9.
Jets I bet they're like 13-4.
7-10.
Okay.
So whoever built this simulator is clearly a Cowboys fan.
You had me at the beginning.
It's clearly a Cowboys fan.
Hell yeah.
That's about all we can do in
cool.
the NFL for now.
For sure. A little MLB update. The Rangers still in first place.
Yes, they are.
Astros picking up a little bit of steam. I think they've won 7 out of their last 10.
Oh, they own Chicago. So since our last episode last Thursday, they did 2 3-game series. One against the White Sox, one against the Cubs. They are 5-1 in that stretch.
You should own Chicago.
Yeah, absolutely.
But we're getting towards the All-Star break here. Like we're almost a third away, or we're like 50 games through the season.
Yeah.
Almost. So.
Yeah, just about. And the AL East is still insane. The worst team in that division is Boston, the Red Sox, and they're 24-20.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Which is nuts.
We'll get more into the MLB here as the season goes along. So,
yeah, there's just not too much to follow along.
I'm excited the Rangers are actually good, though. It gives me something to pay attention to.
Yeah, there you
go. This is cool. Texas and Alabama in prime time, 6 p.m. Central Time. Bryant-Denny Stadium. What do you think?
How do you feel?
Yeah.
Diehard Longhorn. How big is that moment for Texas?
I'll be there.
You will be there.
Hell yeah, I'm going to go to that game.
Pull your phone out every now and then. We need content.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll have a few people asking me. Maybe we'll go. Maybe the Horn will pay for us to go, Jacob. Come on.
Obviously. Dude, we'll be big enough on our podcast at that point that we'll have a spot on the field.
That's, what, like 4 months away?
So I think that game sets the tone for the rest of the season.
Hell yeah, I think we win. They don't have a quarterback.
I think even if they look competitive, they feel good, and I think the only thing that derails it is late lead gets blown again. I think that would completely demoralize the guys.
That would suck, but
this isn't
it's not a must-win game. It's early. It's not a conference opponent.
It's not a must-win, but the optics have to look good because the conversation around Texas this year, the hype they've built is a national one. And if you hope to be that national hype and live up to it, a Big 12 title is not enough in your final year in the Big 12, right?
No. I mean, I expect a national title every year.
Okay.
We can talk more about that, my views on this, being a Texas fan and a little bit closer to the season. But yeah, national title every year.
Okay.
And I know that sounds stupid, but that's being a true Texas fan. To me.
Yeah, I'm a fake Texas fan, so I'm just excited to see how it plays out.
Hell yeah! Well, you got anything else before we?
Baseball, softball, getting ready for the postseason.
West Virginia tonight. That series starts.
Yep. They got to win all 3 and get
Thursday,
some help.
Friday, Saturday. Get out there this weekend after listening on Friday morning, which it is right now when you're tuned in.
And thank you for wasting an hour of your day with us. That's incredible.
Oh, that's good. We're making progress.
Okay. And then I have one question to ask you on the way out.
Sure.
Are you worried about this Texas basketball team?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a glimmer of hope for 1 year. That's all I can ask for.
There seems to be a whole lot of talent leaving the building and not a whole lot coming in.
Dylan Mitchell hitting like 10 threes in a row at the combine.
Yeah.
Really didn't help.
Yeah.
We needed him to suck at the combine.
But Dylan Dessou's back.
Dylan Dessou's back. Looks like Tyrese Hunter's probably coming back.
Brock Cunningham.
We got Max Asmus, the Oral Roberts transfer. The Keaton Cedric out of Virginia. You got some pieces coming in. I didn't think this team that was this year was going to be as good as they were. I knew they were going to be good with Chris Beard at the coach in year 2, but look where we are now. He's not here anymore.
That team was such a unit. That team played so well together.
Yeah, but I mean, we'll see. We're far. A lot can change.
Yes, it can.
A lot can change.
Okay.
You can still get Ron Holland.
Yes. Okay. I guess you could.
Probably not going to happen.
There you go.
So don't get your hopes up.
He just went through a range of emotions.
That's how it is with Texas basketball.
All right. Well, hey, man, good chatting with you today. Do you have any weekend investment opportunities?
I'm going to say take Corey Connors live.
Corey Connors live.
In the
Okay.
PGA Championship. Corey Connors is giving me some.
So Friday
some
morning when you hear
vibrations.
this, take Corey Connors as soon as you can.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm sure he's -3 right now. Shot a 67 day one. Probably going to be one of those top pairings or groups tomorrow.
I didn't see if he went out early or late today. So
I don't know how that works early in the week, but Corey Connors, and then another future, get Denver.
Okay. All right. We're going to end it right there. So for the Abnormally Average Podcast, my name is Jacob Standard.
I'm Ty Henderson.
And this is
Average.
Abnormally Average. Okay. All right. Well,
we'll nail that. Peace.